Welcome to the Kid Season, the podcast. I'm your host, Solomon Cooper, and joining me today is...
Dan.
And Jonas.
Yes, these are my guests, and I am the host, and this is weird, but my dad has betrayed the oath of the Kid Season, the podcast, and I brought my friends to do a rebellion.
Yeah, revenge podcast.
Yeah, we're all about revenge.
And stuff.
Nice. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Scream 6. Very excited about this movie. But let's start us off with some questions for our new people. Were y'all looking forward to this movie? What's y'all's history with the Scream series franchise? Give us some background.
So I've been watching it for a little bit. I probably watched all the movies 2 years ago in preparation for Scream 5.
Nice.
And to be honest, I didn't know Scream 6 was coming out until it was already out. And Dan asked me to go watch it, and I thought, Scream 5? Didn't that come
Again?
out, a while ago? And I didn't realize the time between the two movies had been. But I was excited to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always known the Scream movies have existed. They've always been out there, but my mother is not very big on horror movies, so I just didn't really grow up with that sort of thing. Okay. So I kind of just myself started watching horror movies within these past couple of years, and then I watched the first two Screams pretty near each other, not too terribly long ago, less than a year ago. And then you asked me to do the podcast earlier this week, and I watched 3 and 4.
Oh.
And then I did not watch 5.
Great.
And then I saw 6 in theaters for the podcast.
It's good that you saw 4.
Let it be known to the court.
It's good that you watched 4 because I just watched 4, and there is some legacy characters introduced from the 4th movie.
Yeah.
Which was...
For some reason, the 5th movie doesn't matter at all.
No, not a single bit. You don't need that movie.
You have to know...
Pretty well.
All you have to know is...
the core 4.
What is that actor's name?
The guy who's in The Boys?
Yes, the guy who's in The Boys.
I don't know.
I know...
I should have pulled up the IMDb.
Oh.
We're so professional here.
His dad is someone famous also.
Yes, let's talk about his whole family.
Yeah, let's talk about his whole lineage, actually.
That'll be good for our listeners. So I just want to... Here's what I'm going to do real fast. What's y'all's favorite horror movie? And if you don't have one specific one, you can do favorite genre. Scream would be slasher. So give us some...
I gotta look at my top 100 and make sure I'm not lying.
Oh, okay.
So it's always been Sinister for me.
Oh.
Nice.
Which is, have you seen Sinister?
Probably not.
It's just the premise is this guy goes into, it's a Blumhouse, is that what it is?
Blumhouse, yeah.
Blumhouse film. This guy goes into the attic of this new house, and he writes books about murders and stuff. And a family was hanged in the backyard of that house.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and
That's
he goes into the attic, and there's this old projector with videos of a bunch of murders that had happened, unrelated to the one there. So
that sounds icky.
And isn't that directed by Sam Raimi?
Oh, I love Sam Raimi. If that is true,
I'm not sure.
I thought that was one of his movies.
All right. What about you?
My favorite horror movie, written and directed by a woman. Thank you very much.
We love women here.
American Psycho.
Nice.
I love American Psycho. Patrick Bateman, he is me.
Technically not.
He's just like me, for real.
All right. Well, this is some good details, cool things about you. No one needs to know about me. Everyone knows everything about me. Because I'm famous.
Solomon Cooper, age 15,
You're doing great.
14.
16.
That can't be
You're
right.
not 16.
That can't be right.
16 years of age. I'm getting bullied by my friends. But it seems like y'all got a good head on your shoulders. And y'all seem capable of watching this and talking about this movie. So let's just, to quote my father, dive right in.
Okay.
And can one of y'all give a plot synopsis? Because I will not.
You want to take this one?
I'll take this one. Yeah, okay, so Scream 6, we open on a bar, and it's a woman. She's on her cell phone. She's dressed in a very pretty dress, and she's sitting at the bar. She's clearly waiting on someone. She's typing on her phone, and she gets a message that says, "Hey, almost there." She ends up on the phone with the guy, and then walks into the alleyway, and then he just viciously murders her. And then he's wearing a Ghostface mask, and he rips off the mask, and he's that guy from Spider-Man and the Grand Budapest Hotel. And you go, oh my God, it's that guy from the Grand Budapest Hotel. And then you're like, is this one going to be from the perspective of the villain? That's never been done before.
This is really cool.
Yeah, and then the villain gets murdered.
That was crazy.
Viciously. He sees his decapitated roommate in the fridge. He gets all, do you want to play a game? What's your favorite scary movie? He gets all thatted.
Yeah, he gets the treatment.
Yeah, he gets his own treatment.
The stab
treatment. He gets a taste of his own medicine, the stab treatment. And then we cut back to his normal life, and he's walking down a...
Real fast.
What's up?
Just to let you know that this is a plot synopsis that I would give, which is not a good thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is not
Perfect.
a synopsis. This is a summary.
Really?
Kind of.
What is the difference between a synopsis and a summary?
I don't...
Let me continue.
Here's the
He's
thing.
walking down the road.
Know.
You're hitting all the plot points.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of like going through the whole movie.
Okay.
And a synopsis is like a 2 sentences of what the movie's about.
Okay,
like you're trying to
people get
set up
killed.
the plot.
Okay, it's a Scream movie, but everything's different.
It's a Scream movie, but everything's the same because it's a Scream movie.
You
No,
looked at
it's
me
different.
with the most disappointed face I've ever seen anyone
You
give
just
me.
said why it's different, though. It starts with the killer, and then you see him.
Yeah, but he's not the killer.
He's a killer.
He's a killer.
And then he gets
And a
killed.
victim.
Nothing to
It doesn't
do with the
happen in
plot.
Any other Scream movie.
He has nothing to do with the plot.
So I'm going to attempt to give a plot synopsis, which isn't going to work.
Okay,
The core
here, I
four
got-
moved to New York,
Okay.
and
That's good.
They're still getting all stabbed up. That's what I'm going to say.
Sam is haunted.
That's fair.
And Sam
That's
is
good.
haunted.
Yeah.
Or
Okay, Sam
crippling
gets
fear.
canceled. Step 1, Sam gets canceled.
Canceled?
Step 2, she finds out she's canceled.
oh,
And then step 3, she worries about Tara. And then step 4 is all hell breaks loose.
yeah.
That's about right.
That's it.
That's about right. Yeah.
That sounds like a synopsis.
Yeah,
that was
pretty-
good. That was way better.
That is a bit of a synopsis.
Synopses.
Synopses.
That's what I said in the beginning.
Synopsis.
I like synopses. It sounds cool.
Synopses.
Is
Like
this
a
a spoiler podcast?
This is
Yeah, is
all
this
full
spoiler?
spoiler
Yeah,
podcast.
please
If only
be warned.
if only my listeners listened. I mean my talkers listened.
Were we supposed to not spoil it?
No, you're supposed to spoil.
Okay, good.
We do
Good.
full spoiler podcasts. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that. We
Okay, good.
we just don't like the boundaries of
Yeah.
spoilerless.
Spoiler alerts.
Yeah. So yeah.
Speaking of boundaries, did you notice Ghostface was different at all in this movie? Because I did.
Like
His
his
mask was different.
yeah, his mask was
Yeah.
different,
Beat
and his
up.
I
like his
think-
aura, like his aggression.
Yeah, I think so. In a lot of chases and other movies, like
Oh,
Ghostface will be tripping and falling over and slipping on stuff, and like he's just like a dude in a mask. But this one, he felt like
More like Mike Myers esque.
yeah, and he
He's-
was athletic. I mean,
He's like that in all
was,
the
like,
movies. He gets shot like
sneaky.
8 times in the third one.
yeah, but he trips also. I didn't know he tripped.
But he trips sometimes.
He had a shotgun in this movie and shot a guy.
Yeah.
He did do
in the
that.
convenience
Shot
store. I
somebody.
forgot
That
about
feels
that.
unfair.
That's
That-
yeah.
isn't the whole the whole Ghostface franchise within the Scream movies called Stab?
Yeah.
You're just taking away the whole point of the movie.
yeah,
well, the
real.
whole point is that they didn't care about the movies. They're like the movies
Oh, but
don't
they're doing
matter.
it for their family. Oh, I guess we're going straight into this.
Movies don't matter.
into this
Movies
twist.
don't matter. Yeah.
So,
Straight into the twist. It's all about family.
I feel so uncomfortable because this feels
Why are
weird.
you sitting in your chair like that?
I'm like hanging off the seat so I
Got
can
one
aim
cheek
at my
on,
guest.
one cheek off. But just move the chair.
No, this is fine.
The chair spins. Are you aware? Oh my god.
I'm sorry. We're getting way off topic.
Mm-hmm.
So let me look at my notes to make sure that
Oh, please do.
oh yeah, because y'all did watch y'all did watch Scream 4. So I wanted to ask y'all like what did y'all notice like because as I was watching because y'all went with the opposite, right? So y'all saw Scream 6 after watching Scream 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I saw Scream 4 after watching Scream 6.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
I
we
wanted to
watched it
see,
like the other day. Like I was watching Scream 4, and then Jonas came over, and then we just kind of finished it up together.
Okay.
And with a buddy of ours. Yeah, we just kind of watched the ending.
Okay.
And so I ate my little noodles. And then
Good detail.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And so yeah, definitely. I think the difference between the fourth one and the sixth one is it really comes in where the fourth one just kind of sucks.
What?
It's too similar to what came before.
It's
I
too
like
silly.
the sixth. I like the fourth
It's a failed reboot, and you need to be honest with
one.
yourself.
I thought it was really fun.
It's a failed reboot.
I
you
just
need to
like
be
all the
honest with
Scream
yourself.
movies now. I haven't ever like watched all of the Scream movies. I wasn't like some Scream god
Screamo?
fan. But I've really been enjoying them, and watching Scream 4 was just fun to watch a brutal, violent movie that's old.
I liked it.
There-
I didn't think it was bad.
96
Thought it was
is
bad?
not
No, I
old.
didn't think it was bad.
Oh, okay,
What,
good.
the fourth one?
Well, I wanted to.
I think the fourth one is really cheesy. I think it could pass as a scary movie.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's rude.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see what y'all noticed was like some similarities, and like how you thought the movies mirrored each other, because there was
they both had Kirby in them.
oh, how astute. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Jonas.
And Gail Weathers.
People died, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, these guests are so helpful. I love having them here. But like, okay, what are some themes that you recognize?
Oh,
Yeah, maybe
what are you, my English teacher?
I am actually. I am now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about the heart attack.
Well,
Really English teacher specific jokes going on.
Our young take on things and perspectives. This is why we do the podcast. Let's go, Jonas. Give us some themes that you recognized.
I mean, the new one has the theme of like cancel culture and stuff. With Sam and misinformation being spread rapidly online.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to add on to that?
Oh, in a way, I think that so in a lot of movies these days that try to be like one with the teens and try to be like, oh, we get your culture, and then say some
Like,
piece of
hello,
slang that
fellow
is not,
kids.
hello fellow kids.
Yeah.
Which is a 30 Rock reference. Does everyone know that? I love 30 Rock.
I
Anyway.
did not know that.
Okay, yeah, that's actually from 30 Rock.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Now my knowledge
Okay.
is grown.
And so I think that this really gets like kind of the culture right. It
Yeah.
gets the interactions between all of the like Generation Zs. It gets it right. Like it doesn't feel like a bunch of millennials sat down and went, what do these kids talk about these days?
Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
like they did their research and they know what they're talking about.
The director's kid in the chair.
Yeah, they just asked Jenna Ortega what it's like to own a Twitter account.
Yeah, that I did notice some references to media in both movies, like just in general, just like toxic media, and I'm sure that's why they brought back Kirby, is just so they could have. Not only are they it's like they're obviously were trying to mirror the fourth movie a lot more. They're bringing this character back. They were referencing like what did they say? I can't think of exact, but they're like constantly like recording. They're obsessed with their video blog in the fourth one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I forgot about that where they're trying to like catch the murder.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, and he
And-
dies because of it.
he does. It was weird. It
Yeah,
was made
and
me
it's
feel uncomfortable.
it's about how like he's kind of Icarus in that sense, you know.
It's like
Flew too close.
He flew
to the
too
sun.
close to the sun. He flew too close to the camera recorder. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, it was weird how similar like I felt they were upon watching the fourth one for the first
I
time.
can't believe you saw the sixth one before watching the fourth one.
I know, it was
You're
weird.
so fake for that.
How was I supposed to know that Kirby was going to be in it?
Yeah, I know, but I just
watched the
can't
first
imagine
one and the second
going
one,
to like
and
a,
then I watched the
a
fifth
movie
one.
and a
Did
series
you
and
just
not having seen them all.
see her and like everyone in the audience gasped and you're like, what's happening here?
I did. I was just like, who is this?
That's like
I thought
watching
this was a
Endgame without
Smash
watching
character.
Infinity War.
No, that's not the same at all.
Yeah,
It's
is.
no.
It
I watched the
absolutely
fifth
is.
one, which is Infinity War, and then the sixth one is Endgame.
Okay, but that's like not watching Avengers.
No, it's-
Ultron. Sure.
Okay, Age of Ultron doesn't matter, but that's not what we're talking about.
Well, that's
here.
what it feels like that you're
It's all
making the comparison.
politics. It's like the first Star Wars.
Oh, another. I love my notes. Another mirror I noticed was like in the fourth one it was like what's her name, Sydney. Sydney is like visiting her cousin, her younger relative who she's trying to protect,
Yes.
and then guess what happens in this one? Sam's younger relative that she's always trying to protect. Oh, so fun. So yeah,
I wouldn't even put that together. That's clever. That's smart.
yeah.
That's smart of you, Solomon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, I guess, I didn't fully think that was the greatest thought because they were still in the
yeah,
fifth
yeah.
movie,
Yeah, it
but
makes sense.
but in the sixth movie, they're still also the same.
Exactly.
Elaine Pike.
So yeah, I think we're gonna take a short break, and we'll have a word from our sponsors.
Okay.
Hey y'all, I'm April,
Hi, I'm Caroline.
and we have a new podcast for you. What's it called, Caroline?
Bloody Happy Hour.
It's going to be your new favorite guilty pleasure. We're going to talk about some bloody stuff. Serial killers, true crime,
Rape.
rapists. Why not join us? We'll have a good time.
You literally never know. I don't know what I'm going to say. Bloody Happy Hour. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and
vinyl.
So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
911, what's your emergency?
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean? Could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. Two haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode, we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places.
You've gobbled your last ghoul.
Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
the Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista.
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
My life.
Welcome back to The Kid Stays in the Podcast in our discussion of Scream 6.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, good job.
You did good.
That was good.
I'm proud
That was
of you.
good, Jonas.
He was very scared.
It was like take 3.
I have some strong opinions on the killer choices.
He does. It's
All right,
true.
let's-
It's all he would talk about as the credits were rolling.
Well, let's roll on into him as the
So-
credits do.
My first initial guess was the cop's daughter
This is
because
his first guess.
it was my initial guess because the therapist ends up dying, and I'm like, why would Ghostface kill her if he didn't know that that was Sam's alibi, you know? And I didn't think it was the cop.
The therapist was a man.
The therapist was a man.
Yeah, you just misgendered the therapist.
Oh,
The therapist was a man.
Yeah, the therapist, he had a big long beard, if you recall.
I do.
He was kind of cute.
recall. A little bit, but we're getting sidetracked.
You're right.
So I didn't think it was the cop, right? And so,
I thought it was the therapist for a second. I really did.
Yeah.
Because of his reaction.
My father thought it was the cops from the beginning. They
That's
were
fair.
just like, it's the cops. No one would expect it to be the cops.
The only thing is, I didn't think it was the cop, but how would the daughter know, or not the daughter? How would someone know that the therapist needs to die for the alibi, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay,
Oh.
cop's daughter. That was my train of thought.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, I see it. I see
Yeah.
But then she got stabbed in the throat. So
it. That was
Solomon, you're going to hate me for this.
why.
Okay, so I was sitting there in the movie theater.
Okay, I thought you were just gonna talk about a completely different thing.
Yeah,
that wasn't
I'm
the
going to go
movie.
completely off track and talk about something completely different. No, I was sitting in the movie theater, and I was sitting next to Jonas. He was sitting on my right side, as he typically does. And he had the popcorn, and I had my drink, and he had his drink. And we were sitting there, and I was like, I'm going to pee myself. So I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie, and you will not believe which scene I missed.
The murder scene.
The ladder scene.
Oh
I
my!
missed the ladder
That's
scene.
like the whole thing.
the beginning to the end.
That scene is so. That's like the pivotal moment of the movie. It's not.
It's the reason I saw it. It's the reason I saw the movie is because everybody on Twitter kept talking about the ladder scene, and I was so sick of not knowing what the ladder scene
Oh
was.
my
I still
God.
don't know.
My-
I still don't know what the ladder scene.
What's so great is that my dad, after that scene, he was like Ghostface is such an asshole. Like, he's just...
What happened?
Like, because what he does is he's so mean is that whenever he finally... There's only one person who's left to climb the ladder, and he just starts shaking the ladder, and she falls off.
The girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The gay one.
The one
I thought
who's
you
not...
can't get... According to the rules of the fourth movie.
Well,
actually...
that's the whole point. In the fourth movie, the fourth movie, the gay guy dies. So he
he's
breaks...
not actually gay. He just says he's gay.
But he says...
This one doesn't follow the rules.
He says if it makes you feel better. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He's not actually gay. You're bad at understanding film.
Oh,
apparently.
okay. Well, when he died, he said, I'm gay.
Yes, because he established earlier in the film, if you recall.
Yes. It seems like he kept bringing up the gayness.
Maybe he was gay.
I feel like he was gay.
Maybe he was gay.
He kept bringing it up all the time.
Maybe he was gay.
Like gay people do.
For the murderer guy.
Ghostface?
No,
no,
not
Charlie.
Charlie.
Well, Charlie was technically Ghostface.
He was Ghostface. He's one of the Ghostface.
Sorry, now I got completely... But yeah, in the fourth movie, he does some more evil, mean things where he closes a garage on a girl's back and breaks her back.
Doesn't that happen in the first movie?
I don't know, but he's just... It probably is.
Yeah, that happens
but he also
in the
does
first
it in
movie
the fourth
because it's at the party. Billy, what's Billy's last name?
Loomis?
That's what
Loomis.
I thought with the killer's being
Okay, I forgot Billy Loomis's last name for some reason.
They're
I
just
said
so
Loman
mean
earlier.
all the time. Like, it's like
Loman.
Michael Myers, he just stabs. Michael Myers is like, oh, I'm going to kill you really bad.
Yeah.
But this guy, all of them, no matter who they are, will just murder you in the meanest way humanly possible. And it's just like, bro,
That's not true.
Chill.
Jigsaw will murder you in the
Well, yeah,
the
but they
worst way
don't, I
humanly
don't,
possible.
if he had time.
Needle pit.
Well, he'll like monologue while he does it, like, this is what you get for your greed and corruption.
Yeah,
Your
he's doing it
sins
for
have
good
taken
causes.
over.
He's doing it like for cancer. He's like raising cancer.
Well, one time he killed a cap.
A cap?
A cap. But
Like Cappy from Mario?
yeah, a capybara.
Oh.
Jigsaw killed a capybara.
Oh, that's way worse. It's so much sadder than I thought it was.
It was for his sins.
He didn't appreciate his life enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue with your killer choices.
Right.
You're
Oh
obsessed
my
with them.
Yeah, we got off a little bit, but and the thing with Ethan, right? I thought it was so obvious from the beginning, but and they kept saying how obvious it was. But I'm like, he's definitely a scapegoat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was weird,
When he
'cause-
came back in and he was like, I was at election hall. There's 100 people who I'm not going to name who were also there. And when he said that, Jonas turns to me and he goes, this guy is such a scapegoat. And so we were like, okay, so it's like obviously not him.
And it felt weird that Mindy was like constantly being like, I got my eye on you. Like I was just like, this feels kind of stupid. And she was wrong in the last movie.
Yeah, and also,
Who did she think it was in the last movie?
I don't know.
Okay, perfect.
I just know she's wrong.
Thanks so much.
I think. Maybe she wasn't wrong.
Maybe she's just got like this crazy intuition.
Yeah.
So Ghostface in the beginning says movies don't matter, and then later Kirby says movies don't matter, and then the cop's like, that's sus. But then I thought like it was also to throw you off because I thought the real killer was Sam's boyfriend.
Yeah, he
Oh,
thought it
you
was the
would-
hot guy that
you would
lives
think it's the
across
cute
that was
boy
in
who
that
lived
one
across the
season of
street.
Arrow.
Because yeah,
Yeah.
I thought if it couldn't be the cop's daughter because she's dead, because I didn't think they'd fake a death.
That was crazy.
Yeah, then it
Dennis
would be
Quaid.
the boyfriend.
That's his name.
That's his name.
I love him.
Yeah.
I actually do love him.
That's the guy's dad, Quaid.
So
his last name is Quaid.
Okay. Well, I love the Quaid family.
I love the Quaids. I love the Quaids.
Mr. and Mrs. Quaid.
Mr. and Mr. Quaid.
Oh, really?
No. Him and his son.
No, I was talking about I don't like his son anymore.
Okay, perfect. We're not even talking
I
about.
really thought that you were like, they're gay. And I was like, oh, exciting. For the Quaids.
Why?
I mean, I was excited. I love gays. Okay. Now my brain is fogged. This is why I'm not the host.
Okay.
Who'd you think the killer was?
Who did I think the killer was?
we're talking
Oh
about the
my gosh.
killers.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You said so many.
I said so many. I was so wishy-washy. I just wanted to be right.
It's all of them.
Yeah, real.
You
I
did
think
say at one point, I think it's everyone else that's been in the movie at the end. You thought it was like 8 different people.
I did. It's true. I'm just really bad at these because I never get it right. Of course, I never get it right.
That's what I actually
But-
love that about the Scream movies. Is that
Yeah.
you get to play play along.
Yeah, you get to play along. Yeah,
it's like Encyclopedia
Unless
Ground
it's
for
Scream
adults.
5, then you just know.
And so in the first one, in the first part of the movie, the first person I thought it was the therapist first, and the therapist died, and then I no longer thought it was the therapist.
Well, apparently people would die and just come back to life and then.
I don't understand.
And so
I don't know.
She got her throat slit.
Okay, my question
Allegedly.
is, this has been bugging me. Why does Billy Loomis have 2 daughters?
He was like 18.
He was like 18. When did he?
Notoriously a good kid.
He wasn't.
He was a murderer.
He was a murderer, and he dies at the end of that movie. So when did he have children? Are they twins? They're not
No.
twins. Obviously, they're not twins.
Tara's
so
very
they were
young.
they were born 2 years or more apart. And so when did Billy Loomis have these children?
What state does this take place in?
Wait, when does this take place?
Maybe he was oh, dude, I know.
State.
I bet
what state does this? Where's Woodsboro?
Yeah, Woodsboro. I don't know what state it is.
Woodsboro? I think it's like Minnesota.
I
or something.
bet he was a sperm donor.
Oh.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, he needs
it's like Our Father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he needs money for all of his murdering gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my guess.
And his boyfriend.
And his boyfriend. That movie is directed by a gay man.
Great. I'm excited.
The point I'm making here.
I'm excited.
The point I bet you are excited. The point I'm making here is that the characters, the murderers in the first Scream, are gay together.
Nice.
Okay, I can't have
Exciting.
like film opinions anymore.
No, you can't.
I can only talk semantics that don't even matter. Oh, well, I think the killer was your mom.
No.
Who do you think the killer was, Sullivan?
Who'd you think the killer was, Solomon?
I'm going to be real. I was correct in the beginning. No, I actually had no idea.
I think it was the cop's daughter, and Ethan. That's my guess, but I might be wrong.
I genuinely had no clue. I didn't think it was the cops. I was like, the cops would be weird. It doesn't feel right. All of them just felt wrong. I actually didn't think any of them were the killer.
I kind of wanted Sam to be.
Yeah, I actually.
But the convenience store scene confirms she's not, unless she had like an accomplice. But.
Well, they always have an accomplice.
I know, except for in the third movie.
Yeah.
Kind of dumb is like, you can't really figure out their motive from the beginning, because it's like, oh, we were related to this guy you killed, so now we want to kill you.
Because typically you can figure out the motive from the beginning. Like in
What was it, Scream 3?
I was about to say take Scream 3 for example.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't like Scream 3.
I like Scream 3. I don't like Scream 4.
I don't know anything about Scream 3.
You don't know anything? Okay.
I don't know anything.
We open on a movie set.
Please, God, no.
Wait, I don't like the one where it ends and it's the...
In the movie theater. That's the
stage.
one. The stage? That's the second one.
Then I don't like the second one.
Okay, that's a fair opinion.
Okay.
That's a completely fair opinion. The first
Sure.
movie is like a 9.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Or out of like 100?
Out of 10. Out of like all movies ever. It's like a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then the second one's like a 3. That movie sucks.
The thing is, now I feel embarrassed because I haven't seen all the Scream movies, so I don't know.
Maybe we should
You
back on top.
suggested this movie.
I know, because I didn't expect to go talk
We
about
could have
all
done
of them.
Cocaine Bear.
No, we already did review Cocaine Bear.
Oh, come on.
Did you really?
Did we? Probably. We probably did. That movie was mid at best. Not that good. Gotta be real.
Oh, shocker.
I thought it was gonna be okay, and it got way better reviews than I thought it was.
Refer to the notes.
I'm looking at the notes, and there's nothing here that's useful.
Really?
Yeah, I already went through all the notes.
Here, let me try to read
No,
your
don't
handwriting.
read my handwriting.
I don't think I could if I tried.
I think we're having some good conversations. So how surprised were y'all seeing 3 killers? Because that is new.
Excited. I was excited. I think they planted it in your head because in that one scene where they have like all the murderers spread out on the board and you're like, hey, there were 2 killers here, 2 killers here. He was the only one who was one killer, which like, congrats on him. I'm impressed he could even do that. And that sets it in your head where you're like, oh, you're right. There have been a lot of double killers, but it is possible that it's a number other than 2.
Yeah.
And so
that's cool.
it kind of plants that in your head subliminally. And then you're kind of like, oh, what if it's a different number than 2? And then it's 3, and then you're like,
I didn't think it was going to be anything over 2. I thought it was either going to be 0, 1, or 2. No 3s were going to be involved.
3s were going to be
The
involved.
3s is just crazy. That's like too much. He had like the mastermind and his 2 kids. Like, that's crazy. Also, the fact that those are
3
related.
kids.
Well, they're dead.
Oh.
One of them is. 2 of them are alive.
Well, now they're all dead.
2 of them were the Ghostfaces.
And now they're all dead,
Yes, they're
unfortunately.
all Unfortunately,
3 of them were Ghostfaces.
Why are you saying I know, but I was talking like within this movie.
Oh, within this movie.
Yeah. So, also, what did y'all think? Did y'all think any of those killers were cute?
Ethan wasn't bad for a white
Ethan
guy.
was bad.
Yeah, Ethan was pretty cute. What about the girl? What about Quinn? What did y'all think of Quinn?
She was a redhead.
Are we all anti-redhead?
Yeah,
Because I'm not.
absolutely.
I'm not anti.
Really?
I meant by we all. I meant as a society.
I don't have a problem with redheads. It's
Yeah,
just-
no redheads.
My best friend is a redhead, and I'm in love with him. So
Your best friend is a redhead.
yeah,
Man?
hardcore ginger.
I think this is where it is. I like redheaded girls, not dudes.
It depends. It depends. Isn't there like a rule where it's like they're either really hot or really unattractive?
Yeah.
At least that's what my redhead friend taught me. And he's like, I'm on the ugly side, and I was like, okay, good job.
I don't find them particularly ugly. I just think it's something about like the excessive amount of freckles.
No, I like freckles.
I like freckles too. I'm a freckler.
You're the freckler?
Yeah, I freckled this movie.
Oh man.
This has a lot to do with screen stuff.
How many freckles? How many freckles do you give this movie?
Oh, out of 10? I gotta give it, honestly, here's the thing. Here's my biggest issue with the movie is that there was all the other, like the last movie, which you haven't seen.
Yes.
The last movie had a very clear sense of like what the theme was. It was like we're tackling like stan culture and toxic fans. And this movie felt kind of like it didn't really know where it was going. Like it felt like it didn't know exactly what theme it was going. It was like, I'm gonna go for media, I'm gonna go for cancel culture, but it didn't really like stick with one thing. Like it was like the killers always have some motivation that makes sense to what the theme is, and in this one it was like, my son's dead. Like, oh
No, his son was dead because he thought that she was the killer who framed him.
and that is because of all the
Because
fake,
of the rumors spread around on the internet.
yeah, but
That had to do with the theme.
yeah, but like it just doesn't feel it doesn't feel as like pinpointed and accurate. Like I see what
think-
you're saying, and you're right,
I
but
think building onto that, whenever anyone talks about this movie, all I hear is like them comparing it to other past Scream films.
That's
And I
all
think-
you can do. It's a franchise.
I know, but I think it really is just a good standalone film by itself.
That's
like,
actually so fair.
yeah, it does like have like
some
all
legacy
the stuff from
characters.
the other movies, and it does connect. But I think they're not just building off what like they have. Like they're not keeping a dying flame going. I think they really have somewhere to go with it.
They kind of differed from the 2011 reboot, failed reboot in that way. Because you know how the 4th movie is just called Scream?
Yeah.
Like they were trying to redo it.
The
Like
5th
how
movie?
the 4th Final
The 4th
Destination
movie.
is called Final Destination
5th
because they were
movie
trying to
is called
reboot it
Scream.
and didn't work. No, the 4th movie is also called Scream.
The 4th movie is called Scream 4.
It's not called Scream 4. It's called Scream.
So there's the 4th movie is called Scream.
So the first 3 are Scream, Scream 2, Scream 3, and then Scream,
and then Scream.
and then Scream.
no
and
way.
then Scream
You're lying.
6.
There's no way. I don't believe you.
There's
that
no
I just saw
continuity.
Scream 4. It said I could have. I swear to God, I saw it on the credits.
Yeah, maybe it said Scream 4, like on like whatever title card or something when you saw it, but officially it's Scream.
That's so funny.
It officially was advertised, produced, and marketed as Scream.
So we have 3 Scream.
We have 3 Scream movies out of the 6 Scream movies. So,
what were you
the
saying?
Train scene.
2011 reboot. Oh, we can't talk about the train scene. We will talk about that actually. That reboot didn't work because they were holding on so tight to those legacy characters. But now that Dewey's gone,
Courtney
Now
Cox.
what?
And Gail.
and Courtney Cox, they killed Courtney Cox for no
She's alive.
reason.
Oh, is she dead? Dead?
Gail dead?
Did Dale die in the
Gail
end?
die?
I don't think
Gail
she.
died?
I don't think she did.
Okay, Jonas, talk on the train scene because you were really excited about that one.
Love the train scene.
He was
You
talking about
shat
this
on
one
it.
today. When?
You shat on it.
You took a big fat shit on it. You were like, oh my god, the subway lights, if they were that bad, the
Okay,
city would be
all
involved.
I said was that if the lights were that like flickering and bad, that the city would get involved.
As someone who lived in New York, the city does
someone
not.
who lived
the
in New
city
York-
does not get involved.
The city gets involved if it's on 96th Street. They were at the 96th Street station. You think the amount of people that go through the 96th Street station, they're not going to
It was
fix
in
that?
the subway. It's the same train. It's not the specific 96th
Yeah, but
Street
if it
station
runs through
train.
96, if it runs through 96th Street, they're gonna fix
But there's
it.
like hundreds of trains.
Because if it runs to 96, it probably runs to 42nd, and that's Times Square. They need the subway to look nice.
No, they don't. They don't care about what the subway looks like. They care what
They
Times Square
clearly
looks like,
do,
and they barely
they
do
started
that.
replacing the subways.
They did.
As
That
of
was actually,
recent.
that was
Did you see
actually
that?
super exciting.
That
My
was
dad's
so
in New York
cool.
right now. He was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, guess what? Now that we moved, the subways are better." And I was like, "Oh, great."
That's so exciting. I'm so excited for the new subways.
Why?
Because I'm moving.
Oh.
I got into college there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Which one?
Long Island University.
Nice.
I know.
It's exciting.
I know.
Is
Class of
Scream there?
27. Is Ghostface, you mean?
Yeah, Ghostface there?
Yeah. He'll be
Oh.
also class of 27.
Awesome. I love Ghostface. I love his ghost face.
I love the fact that his face is a ghost. I think that's so
That's the
cool and
that's the
interesting.
prettiest part about
Speaking
him.
of ghosts on face, that train scene, when they were like the lights were flickering and like they were looking around and like they were just like all the different killers, like Michael Myers, the werewolf, and then just like multiple different scream little ghosts.
Yeah, wasn't there the silence? Was it silent on the Silence Hill?
Silence of the Lambs.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill?
Silent Hill, Pyramid Head,
No, there was the one with the spiky face.
Pin Face,
Yeah.
Hellraiser.
That's Hellraiser.
Hellraiser?
That's Hellraiser.
Pinhead.
Bro had a...
I got confused, bro.
That was
I
a wrong
had a stroke. I had a
movie.
stroke. I had a stroke. I had a stroke.
Talking about Pinhead.
When I get
Yeah.
I was just saying that was one of the people. What I really liked about that scene is, or just in the movie, is that how that scene is very like technical fear that it's creating.
That's pretty much what Jonas said. I don't know if you said this just now because I spaced out, but but
I wasn't listening to you.
What he said earlier was that it was more of like a traditional kind of scary. Did you already say that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. He said to me, he said that like flickering lights. I called it kind of like cheesy.
No, I didn't think it was cheesy.
But it wasn't played for cheesy. You know, it was played for serious.
And Ghostface was scary.
We're over.
We're over.
We're
time.
over. I looked at my watch and I was like, oh my God, we are way over.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Apparently we had more to say about Scream 6 than we thought we would.
Yeah, we did. I'm excited about that. Well, I guess we have to give our reviews. Typically, that includes some very, very dumb review system, such as 4 out of 57 dog heinies. As an example.
I feel like it should have something to do with the movie.
Yeah, that's typically what we go
Yeah.
for.
Okay, awesome. Perfect. So when me and Jonas were going to go see the movie, 1 second. When me and Jonas were going to go see the movies, we saw these posters and we were like, oh, dope. And we were like, how much are those posters? And they were like, oh, they're free. And we were like, dope. So we got the posters. That's what you saw in the car.
Oh, that's cool.
And so we got these posters and they say Scream 6 and it's got like a picture of Times Square, but all the like signs have stuff to do with Scream and it's like Stab the Musical and
that's awesome.
Good Morning with Gail Weathers. And I was looking at this. This was before we saw the movie and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, there's a Stab musical and Gail Weathers has a talk show now and just that had nothing to do with the movie.
That'd be awesome. A Stab musical.
Let's rate it out of 5 non-canonical posters.
Out of what?
Out of 5 non-canonical posters.
So
What do
it's
you
5
rate?
out of 5?
So yeah, you can rate it 5 out of 5, whatever.
Oh, that was.
Yeah,
I thought that was
that's
you.
your rating system.
Oh, I
That's
was
the
gonna.
rating
I was
system.
gonna do like 7 out of 10 freckles for me.
Oh,
and
you're
then
doing
you were gonna
freckles?
do your poster thing.
Oh yeah, I'll do my poster thing. I give
Yeah,
it
we
like
typically
a.
do a different one for each of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then I'll do non-canonical posters.
How many?
I'm gonna do out of fake slit throats personally.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Like 30.
Reviews.
So what's yours?
Mine's gonna be 7 out of 10 freckles
7 out of 10 freckles. Okay. I'm
for the freckler.
gonna have to go for 4 out of 5 non-canonical posters for the non-canonical poster I have hung on my bedroom wall.
So for out of 13 fake slit throats,
Nice.
I would say 13. However, the killer choice did kind of make me angry with the fake out death.
Yeah.
It just felt kind of cheap.
It did feel.
There's
It did.
a lot of
couldn't-
fake out deaths.
You just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah,
though.
but
It
this
didn't
one
feel
felt.
fair.
This felt like there was nothing you could do about it.
Which was I understand what they were doing because in Scream 5 it was really easy to guess the killer.
Yeah.
But I got what they were going for, so I'm gonna go with 11 fake out deaths out of 13.
Nice. All right. Well, that's our show. That's the kids are the podcast.
On the podcast.
Are the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll
The adult stays on the podcast.
the adult is gone.
The adult is
we
gone.
Killed the adult.
So the adult does not stay on the
Under this
podcast.
table right now,
Yeah, actually, he's behind the camera.
Yeah.
Don't
Everybody
tell them.
wave.
Don't tell them. We as a group will probably not be seeing you
No.
next time, but
No, yeah.
I will be seeing you next time.
We will not be returning.
If y'all like these people, we'll try and get them back on. You know, we love human contact here. at the kid stays in the podcast. So
Don't like us, he's gonna kill us.
Yeah, rate us out of non-canonical posters.
okay, all right. Goodbye, guys.
Did I ever get my rating 4 out of 5?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
You did.
I did. Okay.
Follow us on Instagram at The Kid and the Pig and on RogueMediaNetwork.com.
Till next time.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.